Geekom, they make mini PCs. Did you know you could still get a mini PC for $600 in 2026? Because I sure didn't, but Geekom somehow managed to swing it. Today, we're going to be reviewing the Geekom A5 Pro, the A series. Pretty hype about it. We reviewed, I think, at least one Geekom mini PC in the past, and it didn't let me down. I still have it somewhere. To be able to still get a workable PC of any kind for $600 in 2026 is pretty hard. So let's see what kind of performance we can get with this. It's kind of a budget PC, but they said that it still performs pretty well. So we'll be testing that out. Let's go ahead and get it open and we'll learn a little bit more about it. All right, here we go. I like the A series going on here. Oh, there it is right away. Oh, this thing is so cute and tiny. Look at it. It's adorable. Okay, let's get it out of the plastic. Okay, there's the front. 2 USB ports on the front, and an audio jack, and the power button. On the side, you got some speed holes and a SD card slot. You got the power slot, HDMI, Type-C, Ethernet, 2 more Type-A's in the back, another HDMI, and another Type-C. And some more airflow. More airflow here on this side, and then what else do we get in the box? Okay, we'll get a little card. It says, "Thank you for your support. Dear customer, thank you for purchasing our products to facilitate your daily life. I appreciate the nice note. Thanks, Geekom team." And then we have a full guide here for the A series A5 Pro. We get power block. We get another half of the power cable. They give you an HDMI cord. That's nice. And we get a little mount in case you want to mount it to the back of your monitor. You can do so. Kind of cool. Never been able to do it though. Don't have a compatible monitor. And some extra screws, and that's everything. Okay, so I got the Geekom A5 Pro here. Now we've officially seen it. I like it. It's cute. It's tiny. It's adorable. It's got clearly some good transfer speeds. All the USB ports for the most part, except one of them say like 10 on it. So I'm assuming that's 10 gigabyte per second transfer speeds. That's really nice. It's also got a 2.5 gig Ethernet slot, super helpful. And even the 2 PCs that I bought recently that are like over $2,000 did not come with an SD card slot. So it's kind of cool that something like this comes with one, because I actually do use SD cards pretty often. It's got an AMD Ryzen 5 7530U CPU, and that's got 6 cores and 12 threads, boost clock up to 4.5 gigahertz. This one personally has 16 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte of storage, but you can go up to 64 gigs of RAM in this and up to 3 terabytes of storage, which is insane. It's got this thing called Ice Blast 3.0. That's the cooling system. It basically ensures stable temps and it keeps the noise level under 30 decibels. So pretty much silent. Wireless wise, it's got Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2. Comes with Windows 11 Pro pre-installed, and it's also backed by over 1,000 factory tests, and it has a 3-year warranty. So if anything happens, they send out return units pretty fast. Their customer service is actually pretty good. I had an issue with my last Geekom mini PC. I forgot the pin, and I ended up reaching out to them, and they were able to help me like reset the computer essentially. It was not an easy situation, but they helped me through it, which is really cool. Okay, real quick, I just want to check how much like 16 gigs of RAM would just cost right now. So let me just look up 16 gigabyte RAM. First option I see, $167. Hold on, 167. I'm gonna try and build this just with a few pieces. We got 1 terabyte SSD. Those are a little more expensive now. Okay, I'm seeing a Western Digital Black, which is like the most basic SSD for your computer. I'm seeing that at 196. So plus 196. Let's look up that CPU. AMD Ryzen 5 7530U. Okay, I'm not finding that specific CPU, but like let's say just the SSD and the RAM, you're already looking at $360. So for like a fully assembled PC to already have some of that stuff is actually huge, because nowadays, like I said, that SSD, that Western Digital Black SSD used to be under $100. Now it's nearing $200, and RAM is the same. So nowadays we're almost at that point in society where it's no longer cheaper to build your own PC, and it's better off just like getting one of these for like a majority of people, because it just makes sense financially to have all this stuff already with the operating system and everything. Also, operating Windows 11 Pro is like $100, so that's like $450, and there you go. So yeah, point I'm trying to make is pretty good deal for the hardware that it's included. In my opinion, we got a couple of maybe 4 or 5 PCs in my life overall, and I would say that I know at least a little bit about what I need to get work done. And you know, as long as you're not playing like a super heavy game, 16 gigs of RAM is plenty, and a terabyte SSD is what I have in my computer for years. So anyways, that's pretty much it. There you go. This is what $600 gets you in 2026 for a PC. Actually not half bad specs. This thing would probably do better than a majority of the old computers that are sitting at your house house, if you haven't upgraded your computer in a long time, this thing will probably beat it like nothing. And it's like the size of a phone, basically. These mini PCs have actually come a long way. So I'm gonna set this one up and I'm gonna show you how it works and do a little stress test, see what it can handle, and show you guys what's up. So let me get a little desk set up here and see you in a second. Boom, beautiful. Okay, let's turn it on and see if it works and stuff. Oh, keyboard working, that's a good sign. Now we wait and hope that this monitor is even on. Hey, okay, that's a user operator error there. I just accidentally turned the monitor off earlier instead of turning it on. Tech reviewer of the year. Okay, let's just go ahead and set this thing up. It shouldn't take too long. Usually it takes like 30 minutes to an hour just to download all the updates and everything. So we're gonna set that up, download some stuff, and then we'll do some testing and play a game on it if we can. So let's go ahead and this will probably, for you, it'll take just a second. For us, it'll probably be like an hour or so. See you then. Okay, here we go. We have our setup. Isn't it beautiful? Take a look. One of a kind. Wait, you may have already seen the setup. So I'm pretty much done with the setup process. I just want to see the starting screen for this thing, see the Windows screen boot up for the first time. There you go. You got your little computer. This is also a 240 hertz monitor, by the way. This is a gaming monitor, 8K polling rate keyboard, 8K polling rate mouse. So top of the line, like, you know, gamer gear attached to it, which actually does take more performance from your computer than you would think. I'm just gonna download Steam and we're gonna test some benchmarks. Okay, there's our CPU. It's AMD Ryzen 5 7530U with Radeon graphics. There's your 6 cores, 12 threads. You got your memory. There's 16 gigs of RAM, 2600 mega transfers per second. Very nice. We have the SSD. That's 1 terabyte, 954 gigs. All right. And here's the GPU information. Your Radeon graphics, 8.2 gigs of GPU memory there. That's like my old gaming PC. Okay, we could do internet speed test. Now we're gonna plug an Ethernet cable into it and test the wire speed and see if we can get at least a gig. It has a 2.5 gig slot, so it should be fine. Okay, now we're gonna do the internet speed test and see if we can, I get a gig, so I should be able to at least be near a gig. There we go. 863. I don't know why I always have more upload than download, but I'll take it. As a content creator, I respect that, and I'll take that. 10 millisecond latency, not bad. Okay, so now we're gonna run quick benchmark. So I'm gonna open up 3D Mark here. Okay, so I got 3D Mark running here. We'll do a benchmark for lightweight PCs. See, it's got our system information here, AMD Radeon graphics. It's got our CPU information, RAM info, and storage, 952 gigs. Okay, let's run this little lightweight benchmark. Now this will just put the PC through a simulated stress environment and put it through its paces, like a heavy gameplay environment and like loading textures and stuff like that. Being able to load an environment is something that a CPU can either handle easily or not. All right, averaging pretty low FPS here, like single digits. But this is also an extremely intensive game, to be fair. Okay, so for its class, it's in the green. It's got 882. It did not do that great on FPS, but let's be honest, this is really not for gaming, but I just kind of wanted to see if it could do anything at all. So wouldn't recommend this for super heavy gameplay, but I know there's some tweaks in the BIOS you can do to increase the mega transfer speed on your RAM, and that helps with your gameplay. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely take a look at that. That could probably help increase your frames a little bit, but that's kind of the performance you would expect in a game with extremely high graphics on this level of hardware. There's a little bit of information on the frame rate. This is like 7, 6. The temps are pretty good overall. Everything was kind of max. GPU load was at 100%. But yeah, I mean, so it took it like a champ, and now it's just completely silent again. But there you go. There's your result. Look, this thing actually like reaches gig download speeds almost. That's kind of insane. Even my old PC wasn't able to do that. It would like, I think it was limited by either the RAM or the GPU, but it was very slow. Or I think it was the SSD. So at least this SSD is keeping up with the internet speed. But everything else that we did today, like the speed test and like downloading everything, went really smoothly. Like it all went pretty well. The only thing that obviously it struggled with was like a heavy game. But other than that, like it's kicking up right now. But even when it's like full power, it's still not that loud. So yeah, I was like very impressed with this thing overall. If you're looking for a PC that you just use for work, or like you don't want a laptop, you have a cool monitor. Like this is a 240 hertz monitor. So if you just want like sort of like a laptop experience, you know, good price, you know, I probably wouldn't play like Warzone on this. But if you like old style games or like games that are simple, play like League of Legends, you could definitely play that on this. This thing's honestly surprising. Like if you just use a computer for a computer, and this is really all you need. Okay, I just wanted to show you that the Bluetooth works. Bluetooth 5.2. Even my computer doesn't have Bluetooth. Heck yeah, dude. This is one of them YouTube and chill PCs. Anyways, Bluetooth. I downloaded Overwatch. I don't know if this game is too much for it. If it is, then we'll switch to another game that it'll be able to handle. We'll play something. Let's see if we can play Overwatch. I mean, it's doing it. It's kind of doing it to him. I can like at least see what's going on here. Remember this game? Good times. I can't skip this. Oh, that's kind of sick, actually. Who's that sword guy? Oh, you can close it. Okay, sick. Let's maybe change some setting around. I really hope it works. I hope we can play this. I haven't played Overwatch in like 10 years. I played that on the PS4 when I was still in high school. I'm old now. But here's Overwatch. Now I'm playing it for a tech review. Last time I played this, I was a server at Ruby Tuesday. Yay. Dude, if this is playable, then this is huge. This could be the Overwatch PC. Okay, where's Sierra? Oh no, I'm never gonna find her. Oh, there she is. What does she even do? I'm literally level 1. This guy's level 157. His shit was all shiny.
Always climb, never fall.
Okay, I mean, the graphics have seen better days. It's a little laggy, but it's like, it's not unplayable. I think I can do this.
We'll take them down together.
Like these graphics. Maybe we can get some 120 hertz up in here. Is that a bad idea? Let's find out. Hey, bro. Oh my god, this is playable. Hello? Oh, I almost fell. Wait, this is good. It's a little blurry. But this is totally... Ah! Wow! This is totally playable. What? Wait, I can totally stand in game. Oh, what does that do? Whoa. Ah! Ah! Yeet. No! What? Where's my team? Where's the heals? Hey, let's go. Thanks, bro. Wait, this game is fun. What the heck? I might be playing Overwatch, man. Wait a minute. What does this do? I think my sense is a little low, but I'll take it because it's kind of helping me with my aim. Uh-oh. I got that movement. Dude, our team's kind of cracked. Maybe it's that guy that's like level 157. Easy. That's good. Hey, yo, I'll take it. I'm gonna quit now. Sorry about these dudes, but I think they can handle themselves. Okay, mad respect. That was actually really fun. I like that. Dude, honestly, that was legitimately playable. Like, at first it was a little laggy, but I turned up the FPS. I didn't think it'd be able to handle it, but it did just fine. It was a little blurry. I think they had to, like, downplay the graphics a little bit, of course, but totally playable. Kind of actually fun. I've never really played, like, a FPS, like, for that long, like, standing up while, you know, at a standing desk, but that was fun. And sound quality, not bad. Anyways, so final thoughts on the Geekom A5 Pro. This thing actually kind of blew me away. I was not expecting Overwatch to run. I thought I was gonna have to like play that game and then realize what a mistake that was and then like download something a little more simple, but it did it just fine. I mean, look at this thing, dude. This thing is so small. This thing is so tiny and it was able to play that like nothing. That's kind of insane. It got gig download speeds and it was actually able to implement it correctly. Like it did actually download at that speed when I was downloading a game. Super simple to set up. I mean, this is pretty much the future when it comes to PCs. So at least for most people, this is really all you need. You could even play pretty decent games on it. So definitely 10 out of 10 on this one, Geekom. Geekom A5 Pro, $600 and you can play Overwatch on it. That's a pretty good deal, I'd say. That's pretty much it. I really did enjoy this little mini PC. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll leave a link for this down in the description. I'll see you guys in the next tech review. Peace.